What's up, my darling MVPs, and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get a gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel, or are you still sitting on a far long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see they hurt. Guys, it's been a minute because this is my first video today, yeah? Anyways, guys, I had a busy day, but I am back like I never left. Let's operate. Because there's just various dynamic in the house. There's just various strategy. Who is going to be caught or who won't be caught? In fact, let's just gist, guys. But first off, remember yesterday night here, you remember the washing plate saga where Fahima said she's not going to do the dishes that led to Papa Ghost and what's his name, Mark Jr. to actually engage in a, arguments. So finally, nobody actually accepted to do that dishes. Then Z came to do the dishes herself, and then Youngpappi assisted her in doing it. So while they were doing it, Makeke has always been throwing jokes on them about just friends, he will keep on lamenting, oh, just friends are doing the dishes. Oh my word, we're still gonna talk more on this Youngpappi and Z and Sinaye triangle because they are the one really actually making this show. We do not understand what is going on there. But first off, still on Sinaye and Z, there is a bit of arguments last night. They were having arguments about Fahima sleeping on Sinaye's bed. Z was like, still questioning, and then Sinaye was like, why is it that you don't believe me when I tell you that? Look at how it happened. Why don't you want to believe me? At the other end, Jared has advised Sinaye that it may seem as though Z was cheated on so much way back. So it's actually affecting her personality currently. Maybe Sinaye should ask her about her past relationship. That's why she finds it so uneasy to actually, believe Sinaye easily. Anyways, they do not know that this is a game. That girl needs to be very careful. But that's why Sinaye is actually asking her, why do you find it hard to believe me, blah, 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 blah. In the course of that questioning, this girl, Z, stood up and left Sinaye. She stood up and left Sinaye angrily. She went upstairs and Sinaye walked out too. But after everything though, Sinaye came back, they apologized to each other, they settled their rift, and they continue questioning again. I don't even understand those two. It just bored. Like, though, as you can see, people are already burning candle on their behalf so that they would get closer. Shippers, you guys will never rest. After they settled and everything, Sinaye officially wrote a letter to Z, inviting her for a dinner. She read it out. She was telling Mile and Chuenza on her bed. She found the letter under her pillow though, So she even was telling this dude this morning, Taki, about that. Oh, Taki, I know you know already about this. Taki was like, what is it? What is it? And she was like, I'm not going to tell you because I know you know. Of course, everybody knows Taki and Sinaye are quite close, So she was actually telling Taki that, Taki, you know the plan already. They were just laughing it out, Meanwhile, yesterday night is not Youngpappi and Z night, because we all know how the two of them every night they cuddle up, they gist together, strategize together and everything. But last night was not giving that. As Z did not even give Youngpappi the attention he's sick. In fact, Z wanted him to leave her bed, was like giving him sign to leave her bed. Youngpappi no here, so but last Z did not give Youngpappi attention at night. Could it be because of she already asked Sinaye not to allow Fahim at on his bed or what? Because whatever you're asking, you would make sure you do same for yourself, because Sinaye would definitely ask seeing Youngpappi every now and then on this bed. Anyways, we'll talk more on this triangle when I get to the section of their diary session, because yes, they said a thing or two in their diary session that we need to look into, because guys, this housemates are indeed playing their game. Meanwhile, let's talk a bit about Jared Mpumi and then Liema's triangle. The other time, yesterday night, Pumi was in the kitchen. I was telling Jari that, you see, polygamy is actually good for you because, as you can see, I am here in the kitchen helping out. Imagine you don't have me right now. So she's trying to tell Jari that polygamy is really, really doing him good. Maybe if Liema is with you at the other side, me, I'm here with you. Of course, I am. Hey, God. Oh, my word. Meanwhile, talking about Pumi and Jari, guys. Liema this morning was telling Sinaye that Mpumi and Jarid was in the toilet together. Hey, wahala be like bicycle indeed, guys, because what is this? What were they doing in the toilet together? Wonders shall never end, guys. Like, you see, with these housemates, wonders shall never end. And then Sinaye now told Liema that, and yes, they found something in the toilet. And Lima was like, what did they find? I don't know if it is CD or not, but I'm not going to mention the full, name. You guys know what I mean. The moments Lima tried to be active on this game, the better for her. Anyways, guys, let's enter the diary room. I'm going to be starting with Jarid, in as much as he was not the first person, else was before him, but Willie was before. But let me just start with him, though. Let me start with him. So, in his diary session today, Biggie asked about... Biggie asked about the head of house, because the head of house actually received a call today. There's actually a phone in the lounge, so it rang and the head of house picked, and he was lucky he got a burger. So Jared was like, he was asleep when that happened, but anyways, that it is good it was Mark Jr. who picked, because he actually deserved it. That was what he said. And he also spoke about how Papa Ghost and Lerato are making things difficult with their tax and everything. Everybody want to speak, everybody wants to be heard. And when he was asked about the people he has gotten close to these 3 weeks, guess what? He said Liema, after the incident happened, he actually needs to get closer to her so as to make it up to her. Imagine. So you're getting close to her so as to make it up to her. And then he also mentioned Els and Mpumi. That these are the 3 people that he has gotten close to. In as much as he said he has gotten close to almost everybody in the house, but the people he's closer to is these 3, meaning that Jarid is keeping up with his wifey. He said it himself that, yes, knowing that I have wandering eyes, I'm like, wow, woo, baby boy, you accepted this title with your full chest. Wahala, guys. It may seem as though we are not ready for the game these housemates are ready to play with us, guys, because it choke. Imagine Jared owning up with his full chest. I really hope Liema would use her head in this game, because if not, they would use her head for her. The way she's going right now, I don't feel it at all. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Mitch, this one, I think we should give him king of diary room. He's actually so funny in the diary room. He lamented of his leadership skill, how people talk about him, his leadership skill then when he was the head of house. He was like, it is very okay to talk until you become the head of house, because he asked about, what's his name, Mark Jr. as the head of house. He was like, Mark Jr. is calm and people are actually to ride over him, but when he wants to react, he reacts in excess, you get. So that's why that during his time, he actually gave Papa Ghost the title to handle, because he is power hungry, so as to free himself from being nominated back to back after being the head of house, so that was the ideology behind him keeping mute during his reign. That was what he actually said. He lamented on that, because he said everybody want to have a say and it's becoming boring at this point. I don't know why the housemates always have this issue when it comes to tax and everything. He was asked about bonds in the house. He said Lerata and Ghost, they are different bond, that they're just people lying to themselves that they love each other. They have Z and Sinaye. He said, what's his name? Jarid has stopped cheating. This boy is so funny, guys. But he's not lying. They are just people lying to themselves that they like each other, and it's so true. That was on Paul. Anyways, Elle's diary session. This one is a drama queen. You will see her and think she's one calm girl like that. She is a drama queen. Fun-packed drama. So she said during that Liema shenanigans that happened with Jared and everything, she said she did not feel bad about it. But the only time she felt bad, that when Liema came to apologize, she was just like, okay sake, just for peace to reign, and not because of she think there was need for that. But the only time she felt, bad was when Liema started serving her punishment, and that was the only time she felt, bad about it, And then she referred to, she said the people she's closer to in the house. Okay, she said something about that phone call. She said she was the one that picked that phone first, and then she was thinking she needs somebody by her side. She had to call Z, not until Big Brother told Sinaye that she should stop playing with the phone, until the phone rang again, and Mark Jr. now was the one who picked and got lucky, that she felt bad about it, that it was supposed to be her receiving that burger, Anyways, Mark Jr. did share with the house, and Biggie asked, were you surprised on the head of her sharing? And she said no, that Mark Jr. is actually an amazing person, so it was expected of him. And then she said the people she's closer to in the house is Ballet, of course, obviously, Mpumi, that she's quite goofy. Of course, they call themselves partner in crime, which is what they are, And then she said Sinaye, they are also getting close, When she mentioned Sinaye, people were like, I beg, we don't go and get close to our Sinaye, I beg, we don't want your keys. And then she said something. She said, Biggie, there is some, okay, after Biggie asked her, is there anything happening in the house that you want to let me know about? She said, Biggie, she do not understand about herself and Yolanda. Earlier on in the house, they used to be very cool, but right now, they actually argue, they bant and all of that, they come for each other, that she do not know why, And then she said another thing that bothers her is that she has a crush on Willie, that her kind of person, her crush doesn't last, she wants to have a crush on Papa Ghost, and that one is over, but the one of Willie refused to go off. That she has been crushing on Willie for long, and it's so surprising for her, because right now Willie is the kind of person that actually, twerk, and he actually kiss his fellow guys, and she do not know how she's crushing on such person, But anyways, that the truth is, Willie is actually entertaining her in the house. Almost, so guys, watch out for Els and Willie, because so Willie is actually kissing his fellow men in the house, and we don't used to see it. Have you guys seen it before? The only one I saw was the one he grabbed Trenza's backside though. Anyways, from Pumi's diary session, which not much though, Pumi actually spoke about the people she's closer to. She spoke about the same Ballet and else, okay? And then she said Taki, that she's getting to know more of Taki, And then she said something about Jared, that whatever she had for Jared is not actually love, is lost, and which is obvious. It is so obvious. They both have lost for each other, yes, not love for each other. So she said it's lost, and there's nothing much in it. For the bond in the house, she said Z and Sinaye, something is brewing, and she also said Taki and Neo, that one is giving all moments, that she actually enjoyed what Neo and Taki has. Am I the only one who do not notice ship amongst those two? I do not notice ship among them. Oh. If the housemate sees it, who am I not to see ship amongst Neo and Taki? Guys, let's talk about Sinaye's diary session or more. He actually spoke about the phone call and everything, spoke about the people he has gotten close to, and he mentioned Liema. He said because of himself and Liema, they are from the same time. Maybe that was what started the closeness. And that when he got to the house, he prayed that he did a bromance, like a guy who would actually be somebody he can confide in. And guess what? He got that in Taki. That Taki is someone that he can actually confide in, that render good advice to him. He's actually wise and all of that. And he now said that he is getting to like Z too, that these three persons, Liema, Taki, and Z, they are the people that he is closer to, that Z is a smart lady, they are getting to know each other, But he said this week he was thinking of his girlfriend so much that he do not know whether it's because of his gameplay in the house, that he do not want his girlfriend to read a different meaning with what he is doing with Z. That, of course, they discussed something before he came to the house, and that he's still standing on whatever they discussed before he came to the house. Meaning that what he's trying to still tell the viewers that everything he's doing with Z is a gameplay. And he doesn't know, the more he's telling the viewers this, and the viewers will get tired of this game he's trying to play. I think he should actually play his game and leave mentioning girlfriend, this girlfriend. Now, when he gets outside, if they actually discuss this outside, they would settle their stuff. Meanwhile, on saying that, he felt so disturbed and perturbed as he told Biggie that he feels he's yet to uncover some of his personalities in this house. He feels he's been a bit laid back because he had a conversation with Neo when Neo said that she has been laid back all this while, not until she became the head of house. She saw some side of her that she had not displayed in the house. And Sinaye said he could relate because he feels he has a lot of potential he needs to unleash to the house, that he has not done it yet. And Biggie asked him, why have you not done it? He said maybe it is fear of being judged, or fear of the outcome, that he's so scared to fail. So he tried to take every of his step properly. He needs to count his step before he make move, And in everything, he's also asked Biggie to rate his ways in the house ever since he got to the house. Since Biggie sees everything, Biggie told him to be himself, play his game. He is in Biggie's house. It is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He should feel free, play his game, and he should not be scared of failing or trying. trying to fail or being scared of that. Oh, I don't want to fail. Because once you get scared of being or failing, that means you will never want to try new things. So Biggie tend to tell him that he should actually put his head in the game, and indirectly trying to tell him that leave girlfriend talk, focus on the gameplay you have for yourself, and that was how his own diary session ended. I feel for him because it may seem as though he is not, I don't know how to put it, he's not his real self. Yes, that's what he's doing, and he feels this gameplay about Z is going to actually cost him his girlfriend outside. Now let's talk about Youngpappi. Youngpappi is one dude that is actually thinking he's playing a smooth operator game. Like the way he is saying, cooking on this person, cooking on that person, cooking on. Anyway, he actually blamed the head of house for doing too much last night. He said the head of house was being biased because he had something for Fahima. He actually did not follow up the issue the way he should, and which is true. Anyways, my junior has apologized. He has settled that with Ghost. Actually, I think they are actually cool for some time now. Meanwhile, this dude said about the people he's closer to. He said, okay, when he was asked about the phone call, he said he's not ever gonna pick Biggie's call because every time it will not come with goodies. That was how I knew this guy, this game well, that he doesn't want to pick the one he will pick. He will be like, you're being evicted or something like that. Mitch also said something like that. So he now said the people he's closer to is Z and Taki. And he said his gameplay is that he's actually cooking on people, that each day he's trying to get to know people, their weakness and everything, so that he would operate on them, And he said Sinaye and himself, that Z goes to Sinaye and says something about him to Sinaye, while Z comes to him and says something about Sinaye to him, and that Z do not know that Sinaye and himself also have conversation about Z. My dear, I was so surprised. So in his own mindset, Z is trying to play game with the two dude, why him? He knows what is happening, you get. And he said he's closer to Z and Willie. Yes, Z and Willie. That Willie is somebody he confided in and all of that. Maybe that's why he actually told Willie whatever he told him yesterday. I discussed that on my video too. So he now said he's also looking at Neo and Taki's ship, that he has aim on going for Neo, so that Taki would unveil his personality, that his own is to get to people so as they would show up, And B asked him about his gameplay so far, and he said his gameplay has been working 100% for him. Now the thing is, why he was saying all of this, people are like, look at this one, fake cooking. You think you're cooking, you're not cooking anything. They were coming for him. They are like, anytime you're up, you're going home, blah 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 blah. But if we are to be sincere, Youngpappi is simply playing his game. Don't you guys think so? He is simply playing this game. This show needs a Buka, not Lawrence. Papi is doing too much now. People are lamenting that Papi needs to be reviewed for Z to know the kind of person he is, because if they want to ask in the house, Papi is the person Z is closer to. Now the question is, this triangle, how is it going to be maybe in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks in the Biggie's house? Because with what I am seeing right now, to me, what I feel is Papi and Z might end up not getting close anymore when Z and Sinaye start getting close. But in all of this, I do not want Z to fall in any of their game. Any of their gimmicks, I do not want it. Because Sinaye has a game which has been, Z's mindset have been telling her about that. And it is right. The person that Z is not seeing is Youngpappi. That one too has a game. So I hope she doesn't fall for any of this. But we are ready to see how this turns out. Because yesterday night already, Z actually gave Youngpappi attitude. How is it going to be the rest of the night? That is the question. Anyways, guys, rate your favorite disruptors. Have you been voting for the disruptors you want to see in Biggie's house come Sunday? Have you been voting, or you forgot voting, or you don't know how to vote? If you don't, this is how to do it. How to rate the disruptors. Number 1, click on Rate the Disruptors on Mzansi Magic TV Big Brother. Rate the first video by clicking on your desired rating from 1 to 10 on the scroller below the video. Click Submit under the 1 to 10 scroller. Once you have submitted your rating for the first video, use the arrow at the bottom right corner of the video to scroll to the next video. The rating scroller will be on your last rating. Move the scroller to your desired rating for the second Disruptors video and click Submit. Repeat the process for the third Disruptors video. Come back anytime before rating closes on Thursday to change your rating for any or all the disruptors you wish to. So guys, the sweet thing about this is, as you're watching the game, seeing the disruptor play, you have opportunity to actually change your voting. If you once voted for maybe Fahima and you feel no, I don't want to vote for Fahima again, you can remove it and go vote for Taki or Neo. Same as it should be if you voted for Neil or Taki before, something like that. You can remove your voting and revote for the person you want. Anyways, guys, the happenings in this house and different dynamics, different bond, and it's giving Papa Ghost and Lerato are these staunch, two strong people that the housemate sees as a competition. Anyways, guys, tell me what you think about all of this shenanigans, okay? Let's talk in the comment section. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for sailing with me. Bye for now, guys.